What's up, guys? It's me. I'm back, and today we are doing something a little different than usual. This took me like 5 days. I'm kidding. It took me like 3 sessions. Um, however, um, what am I doing again? This video is a bit different than the other ones, as we are going to be. Well, I already did it, but you are going to watch the playback footage of me making a little comic strip. Woo. Um, this is actually one that lives in my head. It lives in my head. It does not live anywhere else. I've never actually drawn this. Um, it is not a redraw. It is a draw. I've never drawn this before. It is not like Soulbound where it is a redraw because it has not been drawn before. But basically, the story behind this is that back when I was little, I remember my mother telling me to like throw salt over your shoulder so that like the demons go away. But I was pretty edgy at that time, so I was like, what if the demon that you threw the salt at was actually nice, and what if the angel was the one feeding you evil things? So that's what this is. The entire concept of this little comic. It is about a demon who is very sweet and nice and kind, and an angel who is not. Very interesting, I know. Anyway, so yeah, I decided to redraw it because this comic that never actually became a comic sparked an entire story that I ended up not drawing, but I ended up writing a lot of it, and it was going to be my big magnum opus comic until until Nine Lives happened. I will never be the same. Anyway, I had the idea to take this little comic that lived in my head and turn it into a huge story. But I didn't know how, so I didn't, because I was having a lot of difficulty with the slice of life aspect. Because the original comic, it was gonna be pretty slice of life for a while, and I had even made a second rendition where it was more non-slice of life, and I didn't really like it too much. Basically, the first half of the series is very slice of life. The second half of the series is a lot more aggressive, a lot more actiony. But this little comic is the reason why that even happened in the first place. So I thought that I would finally actually turn the comic that lives in my head into an actual comic that doesn't just live in my head. So here you go. It is called Angels and Demons, and you may recognize the characters slightly, as I have made multiple posts on Instagram with these characters, although that was before I started Nine Lives, so it might be a little ways back. So, um, because after Nine Lives, I stopped doing anything else. But I thought that I would kick up this the new year by actually finishing this project. And so I did. Although you're not seeing this in the new year, I am. I'm doing this in new year. But yeah. Uh, speaking of New Year's, let's go ahead and talk New Year's resolutions. Because it's the only thing that I can think about. New Year's resolutions. I don't really know what to do for my New Year's resolution other than um work more, get a job, and be cooler, I guess. Be cooler. I've been learning the guitar and the piano, and I want to learn them even more. And I would like to master at least five cover songs by end of the year. That is my that is my goal goal. I would also like to cry more. I'm kidding. I don't know. what I was trying to say is that I would like to do more projects, more smaller projects like this. Even if it's not just for a video, I mean, it probably is going to be just for a video. I have a couple different smaller projects that I want to do and I want to finish so that I can make little mini things that would fill up a portfolio. In fact, one of the biggest things on my list to do is a music video that I am fully animating. And I did animate a music video a while back, but it was very simple and I basically just used repeating animations and didn't actually animate the entire thing. I just animated small little GIFs and then put them in the thing, editing. So this one I am working on and I want it to be fully animated, like all the way through, no repeats, no nothing like that. So, um, encourage me. Um, however, I also have a couple other things that I need to animate as well. Um, and I don't know. I have a lot of things that I want to do in my life. I want to get a job. I want to go to college. I want to be happy. You know. Eh. Although I am going to try and make more TikToks because those always perform well. Shorts, I mean, they always perform very well. And I want to try and do more of them because I want that sweet, sweet views. I just like to watch the numbers go up, you know? Do you know? Do you understand? Anyway, um, anyway, that's all for my New Year's resolutions, I guess. I don't know. Um, what else do I usually talk about in these videos? Just the art. This entire comic is in black and white because the original comic in my head was a black and white little mini comic. I believe the original one was only 3 panels, but I found it difficult to keep it at 3, so I ended up stretching it out to 4. So there are 4 panels in this. Pretty nice little thing here. It's not like a comedy or anything. It's just a little thing. It's there. It's cute. I like it. I like how I drew it. I especially like how I drew the angel and the demon on the shoulders. They're adorable. I really also like how I did the line art for this and how I did the little fills for everything. Um I would definitely be using these skills in future projects. And um you may be wondering why the angel has black wings and a broken halo. That is for me to know and for you to not find out, you know? You know? You're not gonna tell you. Anyway, the whole point of this little comic was just to, sort of, as I said, build up my portfolio, um, build my skills, also as a little warm up to get back in the swing of things, because I am finally getting back to 9 lives, because, if you didn't know, I have been on hiatus for a little bit, and, because I got pretty burned out for a while, mostly because of how long this project is taking and how long it will take me, and I feel like I'm dying, but also I feel like I'm becoming dependent. Like I can't function unless I'm working on the project. But, uh, anyway, 9 lives is going to take me, count 'em, probably 12 more years to finish, and that's just straight work. Or like 11, technically now. So like 11 more years straight work, not not including breaks that I will take, mandatory. As I said, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna ah! I promised myself that I wouldn't do another hiatus until I finished season 1, but I couldn't do it. I was gonna say my hand was hurting, but it was not. It's just that my soul was hurting. My soul feels like it's falling apart now. I don't know what to do anymore. So I just put this one as a little warm-up comic, so that I could get back into the swing of things. It was pretty fun, other than the fact that I just didn't want to do it. I did pretty quickly. It took me like maybe 3 hours total, I think. Maybe less, probably actually less than 3 hours total, because I've gotten pretty quick at illustrations. If you didn't know, an average 9 lives scene will only take me about uh two to th- well, 3 to 4 work days. And before now, I'm gonna change my schedule up, but it was it was I would work on 1 hour of 9 lives one day. So 1 hour a day, and then 2 hours on the weekends. So roughly, I would be only working. I would be working on one scene for about 4 hours, and then I would do it from sketch to finish and call it good. So I got really, really fast at it, and in fact, I could probably do one of the shorter scenes in 1 hour if I tried hard enough. And it's really strange because the I had buttons it had taken me so long to make them in the past, and I realized it was just because I didn't know how to do it. But now that I've been doing it for so long, it just kind of comes naturally to me. And now, even as I took a break for so long, I went back and I'm doing little turnarounds, which might be the next video. I don't know if it will. Probably the next video. But I'm doing little character turnarounds for the characters, because I didn't do any to begin with. Make character turnarounds, kids. And I realized that I have Chris's design down like the back of my hand. I know exactly what he looks like from all angles because I've just been drawing him for so long. He's ingrained in my memory. He is part of me now. He's he's in there. He's in my head. He lives there rent free, and he's um not letting go. But yeah, comic. I really like how a lot of the designs turned out. I especially love the demon's little expressions. They're adorable. I think he's very cute. And I love little tail wrapping around the leg on this panel right here. It's so cute. I also love how I drew the wings and the horns. I really just love everything about this comic, except I think the eyes on the angel in the first panel need a little bit of work, but I'm not actually gonna go back and hit it because I don't care. Because I like how most of it looks, and I don't want to perfectionize my work anymore. Not like I do that anyway, because I'm lazy. But I kind of just go with the flow. As you can see, I don't do a second sketch layer ever. I just do a little mini sketch, and then I add everything else on top. And that was really interesting to do for this one since I didn't actually have any other designs down. So doing the first panel was me getting the designs down. And then I went to the other ones and I just referenced that one. It's actually not that hard, honestly. It's pretty simple for me. But when doing a long form project, you definitely should make sure you have references, because I did not when I made 9 lives, and I regretted it. Well, okay, that's kind of a lie. There were some mistakes that I made during the beginning of 9 lives. If you'll notice, if you go back and notice, Chris's skin tone was a lot lighter for a while, and that's because I did the entire first scene and without any sort of references, just like straight going, and I ended up accidentally using that as a reference, but for his skin tone. But his skin tone is significantly lighter in that one because he's dead. So I recently had to in- increase to darken his skin tone so that it actually matched my original target for his skin tone. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. That does it for today's video, and you can read all of the little panels right here on screen now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.